Roman theater. Starting from Roman theater beginnings, at a time when Rome was becoming unified along with the Italian peninsula, Rome became a leading Mediterranean power. It was in the 3rd century when Alexander Hellenistic Empire broke apart and a Roman Republic formed. It was with this republic that drama and theater formed in 240 BCE. As in this map, as you can tell, Greeks mainland in the south, and Rome was a small land trying to grow. Rome festivals and theaters. People from Rome started with festivals and theaters. The theatrical practices that were done in Rome were produced aspects by Greece. Rome had festivals called ludi, which were like Greece's but had acrobatic competitions and public attention to drag people to their shows and performances. They took great care of the audience with wide aisles for entrances and exits, and around 50,000 people attended. There was only a single play but grew from this time era. Moving on to Roman drama and comedy. Not a lot of tragedy performances survived. Tragedy was not popular, since Romans at that time lacked philosophy and ethics compared to the Greeks. Comedy was heavily popular and consisted of 2 types, Greeks and Romans. Actors would dress as Greeks and Romans using their dresses. 27 comedies survived and only 2 artists in total of those 27 comedies. Next is writers. When recovering evidence of playwrights from Rome, Plautus and Terence were the main ones. 21 recovered playwrights and 100 were credited to Plautus. He was both an actor and a playwright, and was infamous for writing of his experiences. His plays The Baggaret Warrior, The Menchemi, and The Pot of Gold have been used by famous writers including Shakespeare. Terence's plays were more thoughtful and elegant but less robust. He was not known for writing fun playwrights. Now going on to buildings and costumes. The Roman theaters were similar to Greece's. For gate stages, actors wore masks and Greek and Roman dresses. Roman theaters differed from Greece's because they stood on level grounds. Orchestras were half circles instead of full, had long deep stages closed at both ends by the building. And they stood on a level ground, which really helped. They used front curtains, and Romans were the first to do so, which made an influence on today's theater. They used perioctoi, machines rotated painted scenes, which helped change scenes faster and use the mechanism. Here you can see different theaters, as the bottom right and bottom left is a theater of Marcellus and the architectural description. On the upper left is the Verona Arena, and the upper right is a theater of Herod Atticus. We're on to important texts. There were 3 important texts during this time. Verdivius wrote a 10-volume work of the Architectura. He wrote how to lay out a city and guidelines to build theaters. He was very influential, and many misinterpreted it and got his vision very well. Horace, who was a poet, and wrote how to write good plays, keep drama and comedy separate. Seneca was a philosopher. He wrote a set of texts, divided the play into 5 parts. Scenes with violence and gore, and used minor characters as well, was very significant from this author. As you can see to the left is Verdivius, the 10 Books of Architecture, the cover. The upper right representing Horace, and Seneca in the bottom right, with his philosophical quote. Now, advancements in new entertainment. The Romans built great stone theaters during the Common Era. Italian farce was popular in this time, included 4 masked characters who were non-speaking performers. Pantomime was also popular, which was a solo dance performed wearing a mask. Most popular was mime, included women as performers, and was only to do so at this time compared to Rome and Greece. They did not wear masks. Faces were important, as they represented their face and showed their face and beauty, and did a lot of trend setting. On to Christianity. Since Christianity merged in the Roman era, 100 years before the Common Era, opposition not to drama nor comedy, but mimes. Mimes in their performances included a lot of sex and violence. They demanded the outlaw of theater. Equally popular to mimes were chariot races, gladiatorial contests, and sea battles, which also included violence. They took place known as amphitheaters. Mimes replaced comedy and drama and represented Roman culture. Antipathy between the Church and Romans still exists today. Rome's Colosseum and Circus Maximus is 2 infamous amphitheaters that were known in Rome. On the break of and Byzantine Empire. Now in early 300 CE, Roman Empire divided. Constantinople, built by the Emperor Constantine, ruled Eastern Rome. Western Rome started to fade away. Later called the Byzantine Empire, due to at the early town of Byzantium, highly developed culture and theater. Scholars suggest continuation of mime and tragedy in this theater. It may have influenced Italian popular theater and medieval theater in Europe. Not many scholars were to interpret the western part of Rome. Thank you for watching. The end.